Here are the basic ingredients for the best salsa you'll ever taste in your entire life. I have a bunch of tomatoes, a bunch of jalapenos, one whole white onion, a bunch of cilantro, some garlic, lime, some pepper, and some salt, and a little beer to help along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these outside. We're going to grill the onion, jalapenos, and tomatoes on the grill until they are totally jet black. It sounds weird, but pretty good. Now the next step is to put all this good stuff directly onto the grill. This will probably take 20-25 minutes for the outside to cook. And you want it to get totally black on the outside. The onion usually takes the longest. Grill's at about medium-high heat. Doesn't really matter because you got to cook it till it's black. So the hotter the better. Alright, there we go. And we'll close the grill and come back. It's been a few minutes. You guys are probably starting to panic a little bit. So let's take a look and see how things are going. Alright, things are starting to get moving along. If you flip a tomato, it's going to look a bit like that. A little burned. I would say don't flip them really quite yet because I want the black char or the bottom side charred and black. So sit back, calm down. Close the grill. All right, tomatoes are looking pretty burned right now, one side a little bit, so I'm going to flip them over. Friends, I've flipped everything over. You can see things are getting pretty charred on one side. I moved the things from the front that were in the cool spot back to the hot spot. I moved the things in the hot spot over to a cooler spot. You see the jalapenos especially are getting pretty burned up. The onion takes quite a while, but that's on there. It's getting a nice char too. So we keep on. Alright, things are looking pretty burned. But I need you to hold off. Be strong. And let it get more burned. Now things are super charred and we're ready to go. I'm going to take that off with a nice pair of tongs there. And put it into a bowl. You're probably going to want a bowl because there's a lot of juices in these things. And it will go everywhere. So, see you in. Alright, we've got all the good stuff off. Now we're going to put it into a blender. And you want to get everything on there. All the black charred, I guess, edges and rinds of the fruits and the vegetables go right in there. You don't need to put all of it in right away. You can probably put in several tomatoes, a full onion, and a couple jalapenos. Because basically, you know, laws of food, the more jalapenos you put in, the hotter it's going to get. So normally I put in a good chunk of tomatoes, a good chunk of jalapenos, and the onion, and then to taste, I put in another jalapeno or another tomato to make it hotter. Hey, here I am, your moderate-looking host. I've got all the hot food in the blender, so now I'm going to put in 3-4 cloves of garlic. Okay, I'm going to grind some pepper into there, as much as you want to taste. Gonna shake some salt into there. However much you want. Important, lime. I'm going to squeeze some fresh lime juice into there. I'll start with one lime right now and adjust to taste later on. Alright, got all the juices out. Got some fresh cilantro. I'm going to take the leaves off. I don't know. Here's a pretty good amount to start out with. We can always adjust the taste later on, like I keep saying. Put it in there. I believe that's everything. One time a friend of mine convinced me to put liquid smoke into this stuff and it ruined it. In fact, I've got it up here somewhere still. Yeah. He convinced me to put liquid smoke into the salsa. It was awful. So don't let anybody ever trick you into doing that. Lid on, and now we just blend it until it's super smooth. probably need a wooden spoon to poke things down. And my wooden spoon is MIA, so I'll use
handle.
This. Yo.
Queef.
Now it looks gross, and brown and nasty, but it's really fantastic. You can see we got a jalapeno on the top still. Trying to finish it up. Jam that down there. The salsa. I'm going to try it out. That shit is fresh. But right now we have more tomatoes and also 2 more jalapenos in there. It's pretty spicy as it is right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the rest of the tomatoes. And I'm going to put in 1 of the jalapenos. I'll put in more garlic because you can't go wrong with more of that. I'm going to put some more of the leaves of the cilantro. It's also hard to get too much cilantro. And the other half of that lime. If you don't like the taste, you think it's kind of dark tasting, you can blend in a brand new ungrilled tomato. It'll brighten it up a little bit, make the flavors a little more punchy, I guess. Is punchy the right word? I don't know, I'm not a chef. A little more bammy. Bam.
Bam.
And now a bit more salt.
Salt.
And I'll blend this. Alright, here we have it. Take a dip, put it in a bowl. Don't forget it's been in the grill for 25-30 minutes, so it's super hot. But I'd like to thank the Honorable Chef John Shoemaker for showing me this recipe years ago. Been making it ever since. And it looks weird, but I swear the best salsa you've ever had in your entire life.